Dear soul, the angels are drawing close to you now with soft voices filled with love. They want you to understand what truly happened yesterday when your person had a heated argument with the third party. The heavens watched it unfold, and it was not just an ordinary fight. It was a breaking point, a moment where buried truth could no longer stay hidden. The argument was triggered by your name, by the energy you carry, and by the quiet yet powerful presence you hold in your person's heart. The third party felt threatened the moment your person spoke of you, not in anger but in admiration. That admiration cracked open a reality that the other tried to ignore, but could no longer deny. Your angels want you to know that your person has carried you in their soul for a long time. Even when they tried to live a life without you, even when they attempted to settle for something else, the memory of you never left them. You became a quiet comparison, the unspoken standard they measured everything else against. Your independence, your peace, your quiet dignity, and your light made an impression that could not be erased. The third party sensed this, sensed the distance, sensed that even when she was with your person, his soul was elsewhere. And yesterday, when your person finally let your name slip from his lips, it became undeniable. It ignited the argument, because deep down, the third party always knew she was not the one who truly held his heart. The angels explained that what your person said about you was not small. They described your calm presence, your ability to inspire without control, your silence that speaks louder than noise, and your love that was always given freely, without demand. They spoke of you as someone who gave them peace, as someone who still lingers in their spirit even in your absence. These words were not rehearsed or calculated. They burst out in the heat of the moment because the soul cannot keep quiet forever. Your person could not continue the act of pretending. They could no longer maintain the illusion that the third party was their home, because in truth, their soul was always drawn back to you. Dear child, the angels want you to know that your love has planted seeds in your person's heart, seeds that have grown silently, even when you thought they had forgotten. They are beginning to bloom now, and yesterday's fight was proof of it. The argument was not just between them and the third party, it was also with themselves, with their guilt, with their regret, with their shame of leaving you behind. It was an inner war between illusion and truth. The third party represented the illusion, a life that looked stable on the outside but lacked depth, meaning, and soul. You represent the truth, love without control, love with patience, love with dignity and freedom. Your person is now beginning to face what they once tried to bury. They are realizing that what they shared with you was real and sacred. They are realizing that your absence is louder than the presence of anyone else. Yesterday's storm was not a step back. It was a sacred unveiling. Through the fire of argument, your person admitted, perhaps for the first time out loud, that you still live in their heart. This confession shattered the illusion the third party tried so hard to keep, but it also freed your person from years of denial. The angels remind you that your strength lies in the way you loved. You never begged. You never forced. You never demanded their attention. You simply shone as yourself, like a garden that blooms without asking for rain. That is why you remain unforgettable. Your person defended you not to hurt the third party, but because they could no longer silence the truth of how you made them feel. You made them feel seen, safe, alive, and inspired. No one else has matched that. And in the heat of yesterday's clash, It all poured out. The third party now knows the truth. She knows she is standing in a space that was never truly hers. She knows your person's heart belongs somewhere else. This realization is painful for her, but it is also necessary. It breaks illusions and makes space for honesty. Your person, too, now stands at a turning point. They can no longer run from what they feel. They can no longer live in denial. The angels say this moment is the beginning of a shift. Slowly, the threads of fate are weaving you and your person back into alignment. Do not see this as a setback. See it as divine timing. The angels assure you that the love you gave has not been wasted. It has been shaping your person from within. They are now awakening to what real love looks like. They are remembering the way you let them go without bitterness. The way you trusted that what was meant for you would return. That quiet faith planted something deep in them, and now it is breaking through the surface. Even if there is still silence between you now, even if they are still hesitant, know that something irreversible has shifted. The walls they built to hide their feelings for you have cracked. Through those cracks, your light shines brighter than ever. Your person admitted yesterday what they tried to hide from themselves, that their heart still beats for you. The angels want you to rest in this truth. You are not forgotten. You are not replaceable. You are not just a memory. You are the living presence in their soul, the one they measure everything else against. Dear child, the heavens want you to stay in your grace. Hold your peace. Continue to walk with dignity. You do not need to chase. You do not need to prove anything. Your silence, your confidence, your calm strength has already spoken louder than words. Your person has heard it. Yesterday's storm only confirmed it. Now, they are beginning the journey back to their own heart and back to you. This is not the end. It is a beginning. It may take time, but the angels say the truth cannot be buried anymore. It will guide your person's steps. And as they walk this path of awakening, the connection between you will only grow stronger. Yesterday's argument was not destruction, it was revelation. And from this revelation, something true and sacred will rise. So rest, beloved soul. Trust in divine timing. Know that your love was never wasted, that your energy was never overlooked, and that your presence is cherished more than you know. Yesterday, your person spoke words of truth about you, not in front of you, but to the universe itself. Those words are now echoing in their heart, pulling them closer to you. The angels want you to trust that the story is unfolding exactly as it should. Dear soul, the angels are wrapping you in their wings tonight because they see the silent storm moving through your heart. They know you carry the weight of love, pain, and uncertainty without complaint. Yesterday's argument between your person and the third party was not just about raised voices or harsh words. It was something much deeper, a spiritual battle where hidden truths finally rose to the surface. What looked like anger in the physical world was, in truth, a sacred unveiling. The angels want you to understand that this was not chaos without meaning. This was divine intervention. Your person has been carrying a storm within themselves for a long time. They have been torn between guilt, responsibility, and fear on one side, and the truth of their heart on the other. They tried to live a life that looked stable, logical, and expected, but inside they felt empty. They buried the love they had for you, pushing it deep beneath routine and distraction. But truth can never be buried forever. When the third party accused them yesterday of being distant, of being emotionally unavailable, your person could no longer pretend. They could no longer keep up the lie. They admitted what their soul has known all along, that their heart still belongs to you. The angels want you to hear this clearly. When your person spoke your name, it was not said in anger or cruelty. It was spoken as truth. It was the name that broke through silence and shattered illusions. The third party had always suspected, deep down, that she did not hold your person's whole heart. Yesterday, she was forced to face that fear. When she asked directly if there was someone else still living in the back of his mind, your person could not deny it. They admitted that they think of you, that they dream of you, that you remain with them in quiet moments. This confession was not meant to hurt her. It was not said with malice. It was said because the soul can only stay silent for so long. Your person had been fighting an inner war for too long. And yesterday, they surrendered to truth. They told her that what they had with you was real, sacred, and unforgettable. They spoke of the purity of your love, how you gave without manipulation or control, how you inspired them to be better, and how the connection with you made them feel alive in a way nothing else ever has. The third party was devastated because she realized she was trying to hold on to something that never truly belonged to her. In her pain, she may have lashed out, even spoken harshly about you, but nothing could change the truth that was spoken. Your person defended you, not out of obligation, but because their soul demanded it. They finally spoke with honesty instead of hiding behind lies. And in that moment, everything began to shift. The angels say this was not an ending. It was a beginning. It was not destruction. It was revelation. The mask your person had worn for so long has finally cracked. They can no longer pretend that you don't matter, that your love wasn't real, or that the life they built without you was enough. Yesterday they admitted, with their own voice, what they had been denying for so long, that you are still the one. You must understand, dear soul, that you are not the cause of this fight. You are not the villain in this story. You are the mirror of truth. Your presence in your person's heart made it impossible for them to continue living a half-truth. Yesterday, your name was not a weapon. It was the light of clarity. Your person has now acknowledged you openly, not just in their mind, but in their words. That admission, painful as it may have been for others, was necessary for healing to begin. The angels also want you to know how proud they are of you. You have carried yourself with dignity and grace. You did not interfere. You did not beg. You did not try to control. You allowed life to unfold, even when it hurt. And now, the truth is rising on its own. Your silence and patience were never wasted. They planted seeds in your person's heart, and now those seeds are growing into something undeniable. Yes, your person is still processing. They are afraid of what comes next, afraid of hurting others, afraid of facing the consequences of their truth. But one thing is certain, they can no longer hide. They cannot erase you. They cannot pretend their love for you never existed. Yesterday, they admitted that you still live in them, and once that truth has been spoken, it cannot be taken back. This moment was divinely guided. The angels say that sometimes truth comes like a storm, loud, messy, and painful. But after the storm, the air becomes clearer, and the path forward becomes visible. That is what happened here. Your person's heart finally broke open. They confessed that losing you was not healing, but heartbreak that never mended. They admitted that no matter what they tried to build, it never felt as real as what they had with you. They confessed that your love has stayed with them all along, like a song that lingers even when the music stops. The third party now knows this, and though her pain is real, the angels remind you that no one is served by living in illusion. Love cannot thrive when only half a heart is present. Yesterday's fight ended the illusion and revealed the truth. And truth is always the beginning of healing. Your person is now awakening. They are realizing that they cannot continue living a life built on logic and expectation alone. They are realizing that love, real love, does not fade with time. It endures. It deepens. It waits. And you have been the living proof of that. Even when you were silent, even when you were absent, your love remained pure. You never poisoned it with bitterness or hate. And because of that, your presence has stayed alive in their soul. Dear one, the angels want you to rest in this knowledge. You were not forgotten. You were not replaced. You were not just a chapter. You are the love that changed your person forever. And yesterday, they finally admitted it. This is not the end of the story. It is a turning point. The road ahead may still be uncertain, but one thing is clear: your person is no longer hiding from themselves. They have spoken your name. They have admitted their truth. And in doing so, they have opened the door for a new beginning. The angels are asking you to stay in your strength. Do not rush. Do not fear. Do not let doubt steal your peace. What is meant for you is already moving in your direction. Your person has begun their awakening, and now the divine will continue to guide the steps forward. Yesterday's argument was painful, yes, but it was sacred. It was the moment your person stopped pretending. It was the moment they surrendered the illusion and embraced the truth. That truth is you.